Yeah, look, tell me what's the vibes, what's the move? Yeah, I just hit on my
Guys, welcome to the LATROBE shop. It's Wednesday, so we take you behind the scenes and show you what's in the shop. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that. Help us out, give us a thumbs up, comment on this, let us know what your favorite car in the shop is. I'll tell you what my favorite is. Right behind me is the Ferrari SF90. This is basically Ferrari's new hypercar. It is an electric assisted V8, I think, twin turbo. Crazy fast car, very rare. Not many of these on the market yet. These are selling, I believe, for over $1 million on the aftermarket. We tinted the windows on it. It's getting a full paint protection film wrap. It's getting ceramic coated, and basically everything that we do, this car will have it. This belongs to Midnight Sun Supercars. Check them out on Instagram. His collection just keeps growing and getting more and more ridiculous, and it is awesome. And over here, Caleb is working on an E-Class Mercedes. This is the E63S, another really cool, really fast car. This one was previously wrapped in XPEL Stealth, so it's got factory matte finish. They call it their Magno finish from Mercedes, and the reason that that's super important to get protected is that if you get any type of scratches or staining or anything like that, you can't polish it out because then you'll have a glossy spot. Whereas gloss finish paint job, you can just polish things like that, so it's not as crucial to get it protected. This one is wrapped all the way around. It's getting a ceramic coating. Right over here, we've got another wrap. It's still pretty dirty. We haven't gotten around to cleaning it yet, but this was a vinyl wrap. We just finished this one up. This was a white Maserati Levante straight from the dealership, and we changed it to a military green. This is a color from KPMF. We love their material. It's got a really nice satin look to it. It's getting ceramic coated on top of the wrap. It'll help protect it and make it easier to keep clean. Over here's a Porsche Boxster. This car was a little bit older, had a lot of micro scratches and swirl marks in the paint. We polished the majority of that stuff out whatever we could without risking polishing too far, and then we ceramic coated it. Over here is a high horsepower Mustang. This is a drag car, of course, as you can tell by the tires. This one got a polish and a ceramic coating. We also tinted the windows on this, I believe. And on the lift, we have a BMW, I think this is called an i4. It's an electric, or at least a hybrid. I don't know a whole lot about this thing, but I know that it has some sort of electric involved with it, and it's getting paint protection film on the whole front end, as well as the rocker panels. We call that our track package. Interesting thing, XPEL usually has patterns for just about every car on the market. This one must be a little bit too new for that. So there's no patterns for the front bumper of this car, so we have to do a custom installation, which is no problem for somebody that knows what they're doing. Over here is a Dodge Ram 2500. This actually looks a whole lot like my truck. This one's getting paint protection film all the way around, full wrap on this big thing. Then we're ceramic coating it. I believe we're tinting the windows as well. I'm sorry, yeah, we already did. There's the window hanger in there on the mirror, so lots of stuff going down on this big truck. All right, guys, so out in the parking lot, we've got a Dodge Challenger, and you may remember this car from just a couple of weeks ago, and the reason it's back, somebody door dinged the car in a parking lot, and the paint protection film saved the paint completely. There's no paint damage at all. It did get a dent. We have a paintless dent removal guy. He came out, took care of that, no problem. We got to redo the film and redo the ceramic coating. So in the event that the film wasn't on this car, you'd be looking at some sort of bodywork, touch-up work. There would be a pretty permanent mark on a brand new car. It would have not been good. Film did its job entirely. If it was hard enough to dent it, probably would have chipped it, considering it also did chip the film. So good save from PPF. That's why we love it so much. And back here we've got a GMC Sierra AT4. This one got paint protection film on the upper and lower bumper pieces, as well as the rocker panels. So this one's ready to go home. It's just sitting out here waiting to be picked up. And down here we've got an RV, and it's here for window tint. So a lot of times RVs can get really hot. Window tint can help with that problem. Dean is our, what we call flat glass, our residential and commercial window tint guy, and that's basically what these fall under. They're more of a residential type of tint installation than an automotive. So let's go check it out inside and see what Dean has to say about it.
Thanks, Josh. Let me explain what we're doing here today. Our good customer Bill brought us in his fifth wheel toy hauler and said he was having problems with privacy and how hot it would get. The air conditioner can't keep up with the temperature change. So we're putting a 20 and 5% film on different areas of this to block as much heat as possible, but also make sure that people can't see in during the day so they can leave the blinds up. Back to you guys.
And right here is a Ford F-150. We tinted over top of the factory tint on the back section of that to darken it up a little bit. Might remember this High Country Silverado from last week. This is the one that was camouflaged last week. We got most of the wrap removed, most of the easy stuff. The hard parts are the pieces that we go underneath. So when we do a vinyl wrap, we do full teardowns and disassemblies. It's rare that we end up removing our own wraps, but when we do, it kind of sucks because we wrap all over the car. So some places will cut it short right on this edge, but then you might run into issues with peeling and things like that. We always try to get full coverage, but that makes removal pretty difficult. And there's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. This one's here for an annual inspection. It is done, ready to go home as well. Let's go see what we've got happening up front. And out front, we've got a GT4. Of course, that is my car. And we have Justin's ZR1. So we're getting this car ready before we go to Corvettes at Carlisle. Justin, of course, will be there with a horsepower-obsessed booth selling merch. We will be there with John from Rose Detailing and XPEL. I'll be tinting some windows on Corvettes there. Aaron will be there doing some XPEL paint protection installs as well. So if you're a Corvette guy going to Corvettes at Carlisle, make sure you stop by and say hello. Let's check out what's happening in Miami. That's where Justin is. We've got some really cool things happening there and our North Pittsburgh store. We will see you next week.
What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, so let's check out what's going on here at the Gibsonia shop. Outside, we have this 2011 BMW 3 Series. The side windows are currently tinted. We're going to be doing the back window here to match the side windows in our XR Prime 35% tint. Here we have a 2006 Crossfire. This is getting the back window stripped and retinted. You can see the back window has some delamination occurring here from just many, many years of being exposed to the sun. So we're going to be taking off this old tint and putting some fresh XPEL tint on there. Here we have a completed coating. This is a 1995 Audi S6 wagon. This got a full paint correction and a Fusion Plus ceramic coating on everything. All the paint, the plastic accent pieces, the wheels, and the glass. Next up for a full paint correction and ceramic coating is this 2022 Mach 1. This is a very unique paint color. It's called Mischievous Purple. It has a purple effect to it, but also if you catch it in the light, it has some red and even some blue. You can kind of catch there about the taillight. So it's a very unique color. This will be getting a full body paint correction and then a Fusion Plus ceramic coating on the entire vehicle. Here we've Austin working on a 2022 BMW M5. He's doing the headlights right now, but this got our track package. That includes the headlights, the front bumper, the two front fenders, the full hood, along with the rocker panel kit. So that does the entire lower portion down here in front of the back wheel and behind the back wheel. We also added on some of our wear and tear areas. So we did inside the door cups here where rings and nails are liable to scratch, along with inside the door sill here. So the doors are locked now, but inside the door jamb where your feet would smack getting in or out of the vehicle is also protected. In the back we have a GTR. This is getting some PPF on the front of the vehicle. It had some PPF in the past, then it was involved in an accident, and now we're going to be redoing the front bumper and the front fender and some Ultimate Plus paint protection for them. Our full wrap of the week is this 2019 BMW X5. Everything you guys see now that is blue and black will be protected in XPEL paint protection film. We're also going to be tinting the two front doors in our XR Prime 20% tint to match the factory tinted back windows. And once that is complete, we'll be doing a full body XPEL Fusion Plus ceramic coating on the entire vehicle. Up on the lift, we have this NSX. So we previously did these white accent pieces along the back here. We're now doing another accent piece, which we're in the process of doing right now, around the perimeter of this shape here. So this whole portion is going to be done and then connect it the whole way around there. So we have some lifeless tape laid down. You can see here. We're going to pull that back and leave exposed just that pinstripe around the exhaust tips. Another PPF job we got going on here is the Chevy Colorado. This got the partial front. So we got the fender tips here up to about this point. Same distance back on the hood, the entire front bumper, and then the top of the bed sides and the tailgates. This is a work truck here, so they wanted to protect when they load things in. The upper portion here on both sides is done, along with the back portion of the tailgate, basically from the handle up. And it is also getting the A-pillars done. So on either side of the windshield, from this body line here, the whole way up to this portion here. That's all for what's going on here at the Gibsonia shop. We'll see you guys back here next week.
What's going on, everybody? We are back again for another What's in the Shop Wednesday. It is finally that time of the week, and we are very, very much looking forward to this week. All right, so taking a walk into the shop here, you can see that a lot of our stuff is all moved around, and we're basically emptied out here. But don't be alarmed, we're finally getting our floor resurfaced and redone, so stay tuned to that because it is going to look extremely cool. So coming in here, the BMW M4 competition is finally ready to go home today. It is getting picked up after getting a full front clip and roof with XPEL Ultimate Plus. And we also did some of the red leather interior pieces with XPEL Fusion upholstery. So this one is finally ready to go home. All right, and over here we have a brand new 2023 Chevrolet C8 Corvette. This one was actually in for our track package, so we did the full front clip, the rocker panels, as well as also the A-pillars with the XPEL Ultimate Plus paint protection film. We also did XR 20% on the side windows and the rear window, and 70% on the windshield. And then we are finally just finishing up. We are doing a XPEL Fusion Plus ceramic coating, so we're just finishing up the wheels. We have one more to do, and then it is ready to go home. But check out how this one looks. This is in hypersonic gray. Super sharp, and this one has the new forged wheels as well. All right, then over here we have a couple other cool things. So this is a brand new Losi hammer ray. This one is actually getting a full XPEL stealth wrap. So you can kind of tell this little piece is done so far. You can kind of see where it is now matte compared to the glossy finish. So we are working on this one before they start our floor. And then over here, this is a Arma Felony 6S Lipo on-road car. Since Josh is not here to do a fellow burnout on our floors here, since they were getting redone, we're going to do a 80-mile-per-hour burnout with this thing to burn the rest of the tires off and say goodbye to these ugly floors. All right, and that's all we have going on this week at the Miami location. Stay tuned to check out our floor and see how cool it is going to look. We are super, super excited to finally get rid of this ugly, nasty floor. Again, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for our future videos. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on our videos. Take care.
To myself, I just give and go. Yeah, I just turn my L's into W's. Yeah, I just told my sins. Yeah, I'm no true. Yeah. Stay in your lane, don't you pick and choose. I can't waste my time, I got a lot to lose. To the end, we all alone.